Welcome to a marvelous Thursday episode. I don't even know what this is. Yes, I am pretty tired today and stuff. Been up since 6 a.m. at Minute Maid Park and stuff. So yeah, there's that and stuff. Fuck man. But yeah, I'm of course your host, Chopper War Dog 008. This is your co-host.
West, and we are on episode 118 of this shit chopper.
Yep. At least the good news is it's not that much to talk about.
Yeah. Share your screen and let's get this party started.
Yep. So hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, we got more in the death of somebody. We'll start with
Yeah,
that. Unfortunately,
we have a lot.
yeah,
The Japanese voice actress for Kei Nagase.
yep. Now I did get a question in the comments and stuff because I posted this on my post on YouTube and stuff that you know should I still celebrate? Yes, it still counts and stuff. Yes, we got the English version and stuff, and they're different voice actors stuff. But this is she still played Kei Nagase. That's basically the Japanese losing their Kei Nagase. It sucks and stuff. So yeah, it sucks. And she was only 61. Damn, that's tough, man. But yeah, she was Nagase in Ace Combat 5. As you know, Ace Combat 5 went on to be one of the best Ace Combat games. I mean, well, it's a good Ace Combat game, but still. And yeah. So it just it sucks up. But there will be I will be doing a tribute stream for her and stuff. Be doing a F5E challenge in Ace Combat 5 and stuff, so that'll be her tribute stream. Cause I really ain't got nothing for it and stuff. So that's the best bet and stuff. But yeah. Rest her soul.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. They thank you for giving us giving us K Nagase and stuff. So yeah. But now on to the bullshit. We don't got much to talk about today, thankfully and stuff. Basically, I mean, we could talk about the quartering and stuff, but that's been done to death.
Yep.
So, if you can just pull up his name and everything and stuff, it's literally just a bunch of YouTubers shitting on him and stuff. So I'm like, do we need to even do it? So I don't think so and stuff. You already know what's going on with that. He's and at that I don't think I want him to come after my channel and stuff. So yeah, we should probably just let the others handle it and stuff. Cause man, oh man, oh man. But at least we get to talk about Hollywood though.
Yep.
Yeah, Wes. So you remember the Expendables?
Yeah, a fantastic movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Say
Well,
Jason Statham was in it.
yep. Bruce Willis, Dolph Lundgren, who did Ivan Drago, and a couple of other great action movies. Um, they had it was an all-star cast. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris was there too.
Uh-huh.
And so it was basically a bunch of action star heroes getting together and making a movie and stuff, and it was fucking fantastic and stuff. And they went on to do 4 movies at least and stuff, and yeah. So, but you would think they'll just leave it alone and stuff. These actors don't want to come back and do any more movies. You think that Hollywood's gonna leave that alone, right? Wrong. If you couldn't expect less from Hollywood and stuff that. And here's the thing, even worse is they want a female-led spinoff of the Expandables. Hollywood, you tried this before, and it didn't work. 2016, Ghostbusters. Have they forgotten about that? You want a repeat of Ghostbusters 2016? Like, I'm sorry, but who's gonna come and see this? See this? Ain't nobody coming to see this. It just amazes me that Hollywood won't listen to the fans anymore and stuff. You think after all these failures that they've been through and stuff, all this girl bossing they tried to do, they don't think they'll stop after all these failures and stuff. But no, they want to keep going. They're willing to go on this suicide route to just for whatever reason and stuff to stick it to the church. I guess they think women want this. Women do not want no girl bosses. Women do not want the ladies to save the men. They want to see the men save the women. That's has always been about. Women, if believe it or not, Hollywood. I don't know what that little chamber y'all live in over there in California and stuff, but believe it or not, women like masculinity, like that masculinity. Just a FYI. But yeah, we're getting a female spinoff of this shit. It is fucking ridiculous and stuff. Like who the fuck are they going to use?
Probably Ronda Rousey. She was in the Expendables movies.
Ronda Rousey and stuff. Like, nobody likes her in WWE and stuff. Like the only thing she's good at is MMA, which obviously was rigged, by the way. I'm gonna tell you right now, that fight was disappointing.
I did not see that fight.
It was only 17. Yeah, you didn't miss much. It's only 17 seconds. And possibly rigged by Jake Paul because he was there. I think he was had set up the fight. And I'm gonna say this right now: if Jake Paul is involved, you can count on it being rigged. And I think that Gina Carano Ronda Rousey fight was rigged because there's should be no way Gina Carano tapped out in 17 seconds. Yes, she's old and is no longer in her prime and stuff. No longer in her prime and stuff, but that there should be no way that she submits in 17 seconds. So you ain't missing much. Just note that it was a Jake Paul show.
That could have been a proper fight.
Yeah, it could have been a proper fight if Jake Paul didn't stick his nose into it and stuff. Seems like he hasn't learned his lessons from getting his jaw broke by Anthony Joshua. So yeah, so much for that and stuff. But like I said, I don't know if people show up for Ronda Rousey and stuff. I mean, people wasn't so cool, keen on her being in WWE. So like that will be debatable in itself and stuff. Now I'm trying to think of some action female heroes and stuff. Like, like how the Expendables had all those 80s action heroes. I mean, they could have Sigourney Weaver in there, yeah. That maybe Sigourney Weaver, maybe. Linda Hamilton's too old. Like, how the fuck you gonna make Sarah Connor come back? Come back for that? She's too old. Um, Ana de Amas might work. Yeah, maybe Ana de Amas, Sydney Sweeney and stuff. But you're probably gonna have to slut them down to slut them down, because that's the only way this movie's gonna work and stuff. If they're over here having to do prostitution to do this work, because I do not see no other way and stuff. So. But yeah, this is the thing. It's a Hollywood Ventures Group are teaming up on a female-driven expansion of the Expandables franchise, tentatively titled Expendables.
Oh god, it's even got a shit name.
The name sucks too. Uh, you guys don't get. You guys don't get it. You really don't get it. You think that we're gonna just show up? You don't even have like you didn't know what the fuck out of everybody with all this girl bossing that y'all did for the past few years. This shit is not going to work. Nobody's gonna show up for this shit. And so you can try to put in Brie Larson. You can try to put in Scarlett Johansson in this movie and shit. This shit is not going to work because people are just gonna check out of this shit. Oh well, and to seal the fate of this possible movie and stuff, you bring in Zendaya and stuff. You guarantee you're not making any money, which is highly likely they're going to do it. But sounds familiar? It is. Ever since the first Expendables hit theaters in 2010 and went on to gross north of 100 million, effectively launching a Sylvester Stallone-led franchise that has now produced a total of 4 movies. A handful of filmmakers have tried to crack a version starring women in the lead roles. What the fuck? Handful? These people are dead set on trying to make women into girl bosses. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, I forgot to mention to y'all Hollywood idiots. Imagine trying to make something better with the cast of Jet Li was in there too. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Terry Crews, Eugene Claude Van, Wesley Snipes, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson. Oh hell no! You're not beating that. They think they're gonna beat that. These are some high stars. They even got the Attitude Era's best wrestler in this movie.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you're not beating this. Like, how the fuck are y'all gonna beat this with women? There's no way you're beating that with women. Wesley Snipes, Mel Gibson. Oh, stop. Let's see that version never came to fruition. Merely a decade later, Millennials Jeffrey Goldstein told Hollywood Reporter that one of the challenges was that getting that project off the ground was trying to find a way to justify why we have a woman team. You can't justify that because nobody's interested in a woman team. Nobody didn't say you can't make female-led action heroes and stuff, but what you've been doing is giving them no character development. And what happened? And what happens and stuff? All that fucking that failed character development that y'all been doing with these female-led action has costed the likeness of Furiosa and Ballerina to suffer and stuff. Those were actually good movies, which was unable to perform well at the box office because people grown so tired of the bullshit. I saw Ballerina and enjoyed it.
Dude, it was a fantastic movie.
What? Ballerina?
Ballerina.
That's what I'm saying. It was well done and stuff. Like it sucks with Anna Diarmas and stuff. She plays great role. She does a good job in her action roles and stuff. Her characters actually don't suck. It's a damn shame too and stuff. Like the fact is that she had to suffer the fate because of her peers over here trying to own the charts and stuff. Meanwhile, she's just trying to make movies for the people. It's just crazy to me. That's the same thing I can say about Jenna Ortega and stuff. While they're over here fucking making women look bad and stuff, Jenna Ortega's trying to make something good and stuff. Look how faithful she is to Wednesday. Like all y'all doing is holding the other women back that actually legitimately wants a good action film. That's all y'all doing. Okay, let's see what this shit fest is going to be. The Expendables will be produced by Eccentrics Merkel with HVG co-founder Glenn Ganner. The executive producer team includes HGV co-founder Sandy Clement, 13th Studios, Joe Smith, Nelly Kim, Kroll, Stephen R. Ford, and John Yarnick. Eccentric Pictures and HVG are currently the packaging phase and are actively assembling creative talent to fire up the spin-off film. Good luck in finding that shit. What y'all gonna get? Y'all gonna get Daisy Ridley to star in that? Watch, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. Watch how much. Wes, I'm gonna take a place a bet right now. How much you want to bet is gonna be mostly consistent of girls from Marvel? I bet you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They ain't gonna try to go out and give other people a chance. They're gonna look at the girls that were in Marvel and be like, yeah, that's our cast. Pick them and stuff. That right there is gonna tank your shit faster and stuff. If you think about looking at Marvel for some advice. Oh my god. So that's why I said the best of luck to you and stuff. We are thrilled to finally bring Expendables to life alongside our incredible partners at Hollywood Ventures Group, who share our passion for re-imaging this properly on a much larger cinematic scale. Here we go again. Here we go again. Place the men, put in the women. That's where that's where you fucked up at. Movie is a failure. You already know where this is going. You already know. And then when this movie does fail, West, guess who's going to take the brunt of it? The fans. You know what the fans? You know what they're gonna say? We were all sexist, racist, homophobic, all that kind
Basically,
of. Huh?
basically any kind of phobic slash, like any kind of answer.
Yeah.
They're just gonna cause a whole bunch of nasty shit.
Yep. Just like they did in the Ghostbusters 2016. Hey, y'all gonna do it? We already know the game plan and stuff. I don't even know why you over here be like, we're so thrilled about this and stuff. Oh my god, oh my god. These guys didn't come see our movie and stuff. They so sexist. You did, and you like, okay, whatever it takes, whatever helps you sleep at night. Because if you would have done it right, maybe you would have had a chance. But no, we know you don't have the guts to have a chance. There has always been a strong global appetite for female driven action franchises. Who said that? Who goes? Nobody has been. For the past few years, nobody has gone around talking about, oh, I want a female driven action franchise. Oh, yeah, one. Only one. Laura Croft. But y'all been fucking her over and stuff. See, when y'all get this chance to actually do it right and stuff by somebody wrong, y'all don't do it right. That's the problem. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like you really think we're gonna fall for that? A strong global appetite. I didn't. We had. You mean we had it until y'all ruined it? We believe the time is now to introduce a bold new generation of elite operatives into this. bold new. This movie is fried before it even starts, West. What
As soon
excites
as
us?
announced.
I cannot wait for this shit to get announced.
Yeah, watch. We're gonna see the first trailer. It's gonna be exactly like Ghostbusters 2016. I'm counting on that.
They're going when they see them dislikes all over the place. The most disliked trailer of all time and stuff. Boy, they're going to freak out. They're gonna freak the fuck out. I'm telling you, this is already looking to be embarrassing for them. Like these words that y'all saying right here already just spells not it's not gonna work. What excites us most is the opportunity to elevate the material by pairing it with top tier creative talent and delivering a finished, stylish, and adrenaline fueled experience for worldwide audiences. Oh yeah, I bet you said that shit. They said that shit for Ghostbusters 2016, and what happened? Oh man, this is fucking hilarious. And then this cuckhead said this. We see this as an opportunity to honor the DNA of what made the Expandables resonate. Oh, so now the women made the Expandables? I didn't know that. I thought Sylvester Stallone made the Expandables. This masculinity erasure, like yeah, Hollywood and this just them erasing this masculinity, dude, is ridiculous. Like, what far least are you gonna have to go to try to destroy masculinity before y'all bankrupt yourselves? Oh my god! While evolving it in a way, while evolving in a way that feels both timely and commercially compelling. This is the world audiences know, but we're introducing them into it in a way they've never seen before. I'm gonna press. We're gonna press X to doubt for doubt, West. Like this is just all bullshit we're reading right here.
Yep.
They already tried that. Oh yeah, and then I like how this article brings up they already tried that. 355. You want to know how much money that made?
Probably nothing.
Only 27 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, they tried this. Y'all tried that already and stuff. Nothing happened. What y'all think? What y'all thought? What y'all thought was gonna happen? And so y'all thought that it was gonna make $1 billion? Oh, we're gonna be coming to see these lame ass women, stunning and brave women, thinking that they're gonna whoop somebody's ass. Well, nobody fell for it. Nobody fell for it. So, yeah, you better pray that you don't end up like this. I feel like it's just gonna be another. It's gonna be another 355 moment. It's just wild to me that y'all really think y'all have a chance at this. And so, oh, and then you try it again with the Charlie's Angels reboot, which fell flat on its face. Crazy. Wow. So on to the next one. So you've been hearing about the roast of Kevin Hart, right? Kevin, I think it feels like it was similar to like that old TV show and stuff where they used to roast a celebrity. Like it would be like any black celebrity, like Sammy Davis Jr., Richard Pryor was on there getting roasted and stuff. Uh, Red Fox, all that shit, right? So they brought it back on Netflix and stuff. Netflix for Kevin Hart and stuff. And guess what, Wes? They decided to make do actual comedy and stuff. So comedy, is to meant to ruffle all feathers stuff. Like they go after all types of race and everything and stuff. Well, this comedian right here, Tony Hinecraft, made a little joke about good old Saint Jesus George Floyd. And yeah,
say you did good. They've
now
gotten.
see this is out of let's see if this is out of line for him to say. It was nothing bad and stuff.
You know, Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat. It's true, he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fight.
It's good enough fine line there.
Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin.
Kevin's having himself a good time, right?
Black community
that's
is
what
so
everyone's
proud
all
of you
about.
right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
That joke right there was what got people pissed off. Now, how was that supposed to ruffle feathers? It didn't ruffle my feathers. Kevin seemed to be laughing at it.
God bless you, Kevin.
He's laughing.
God bless this room, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you so much.
Whatever. I don't get it. Get it and stuff. Why? Okay. So then, BLM decided, hey, we're gonna hold an emergency press conference. Yes, the same BLM that scammed people.
Oh yes, I bought houses in Beverly Hills or wherever the fuck it was.
Yeah. Well, all those
Multi-million
houses
dollar
and stuff
estate.
Laughing matter.
black community, instead of putting it to the black community and stuff, came out and had an emergency press conference after he made that little joke that Kevin Hart didn't even take seriously. He laughed at it. Kevin Hart was having himself a good old time. But oh no, not the BLM. How are we supposed to take y'all seriously? Y'all scaring people. So yeah, let's hear what the scammers have to say.
Again, it is not a laughing matter. We are here today to call your attention to the fact that
I
didn't say that.
Oh, the fact is that you got butthurt over a little old George Floyd joke and stuff, and that shit sends you crying like a baby. What a bitch.
an egregious, disgusting joke was made about George Floyd. Here we are about to memorialize George Floyd for year 6 after his brutal murder at the hands of the Minneapolis Police Department. Our community is still experiencing grief and trauma. We have young people in our community who were children at the time, they're now teenagers, still dealing with the impacts of the police killing of George Floyd. And instead of allowing our community to grieve in peace, to celebrate George Floyd in peace, we have Netflix comedians making light of the brutal killing of George Floyd. It is unacceptable and it is unconscionable. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, now Tony Hinchcliffe needs to be canceled because he made a joke. Oh my god. I'm just trying to just give me more money and I'll go back to my mansions.
Yeah, I won't give that back to the black community.
Yeah.
Even though I say I will.
I care about these black kids and stuff, but they ain't gonna get no money. Ain't gonna get no money. Fuck.
I ain't gonna give nobody to black kids schools. Mm-mm.
That's my money and stuff. So I'm gonna profit off of this dead man again. Who, by the way, was found to be overdosed.
Yep, clearly on drugs.
Yeah, some role model. You chose a drug addict.
Saying that George Floyd is looking up at us, laughing, and he can't breathe. When I saw the clip online, it made me sick to my stomach. We are here to declare
just like
today that there needs to be accountability.
Make me sick to my stomach. But hey, y'all quick to jump on this. But hey, I got a question. Why y'all not over here defending these fake allegations against Michael Jackson? I just want to bring that up.
It's a very, very good question.
Just think about it. The media's over here slaughtering a black man's name right now and stuff, and y'all claim y'all are for the people, power to the people. And the minute that somebody makes a little ass joke over George Floyd and stuff, y'all cry like a baby, y'all cry like bitches over here and stuff. But then somebody like Michael Jackson, who paved the way for black artists and stuff, who actually did something and stuff, and got his name slandered into the fucking ground because somebody thought that he had too much fun with the kids. Y'all are not over here jumping on, hopping on this hopping on the wagon to defend Michael. Y'all don't care about black people. Y'all don't, because y'all did. Y'all will be trying to stop the media for slandering his name. But you want to get mad about a white guy making a little joke that Kevin Hart enjoyed.
Hey, that there needs to be accountability for Kevin Hart's Netflix roast.
Wow. Okay, so it's Kevin Hart's fault because of that and stuff. Kevin Hart's fault. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about here and stuff. These niggas don't appreciate anything. So you give them a little inch and then they take it a mile. Yeah, come back and talk to me when you're not scamming people and stuff. Come back and talk to me when you're not being a fake nigga.
Come back when you actually giving that money get donated to you.
Yep.
Actually go back into black communities. Making schools better for black kids.
Or better yet, get that money back.
That too.
Yep. Give that money back. All the people with money you stole, get their money back. Oh my god. The fact is that they came out and got butthurt of that little comment and stuff, but won't come to defend a dead black man that's getting his name slandered to this day because of a movie that is making so much money. Which, by the way, we need to do a little update on the Michael movie. So we can just flex in the face of the media and stuff, because that's what I love doing. Which, by the way, is about to hit $1 billion at the box office. Just by that ad. Yeah, media, it's not been a good day for you. It hasn't been a good time for you since this movie came out. I know you're foaming out the mouth. You wondering how the fuck this man is still making this much impact. Ugh. I just maybe it's called that. It's something along the lines that he didn't do it. The words that you still can't accept to this day. Close to $1 billion. Let's fucking go, Michael. Even in the fucking casket, this man made money faster than a Hollywood movie can. It's crazy. But yeah, you go ahead and cope, seethe, cry about it. That's what comedy is. You can't live with it and stuff, then get off the internet. And so, oh boy, Wes. Speaking of another fucking activist,
God.
this woman. It was too good to be true that we had to come back talking about this woman. Like, she's like a wedgie. So you pull her out, and she comes back in.
Somehow even worse than before.
Yep. And we coming to find out now that she has actually. So you remember how we used to say that she's been radio silent and everything stuff?
Yep.
Oh, she's been radio silent already, so she's just been doing her dirty work behind the scenes and stuff, and not saying anything about it. So this girl is doing damage, and we ain't getting no wind about it. I think she's got these guys on the leash and stuff because this dude, I think this account right here and stuff, I think had worked for a company that she had involved in and stuff. She was involved in and stuff, but she probably had them under like some type of NDA or some shit. It's fucked. What if I but this guy says, what if I told you I seen one of Anita Sarkeesian's private lectures that she gave to a game developer about 4 years ago? And basically they can't share. They gave us the video, right? They gave us a clip of it and stuff, but they can't share the whole video stuff because this girl will ruin your life. She will fucking ruin your life and put this shit out there because she knows that the hate atmosphere will instantly come and destroy her heavily if she even attempts to try to put a video out there. So she knows what's up. So now what she's doing is holding anybody that does not want any part of this, right? I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's a lot. It's a lot. Like she like anything that has to do with her, she fucking can't stand it. If you disagree with her, she will fucking ruin your life. And it's been proven time and time again. Which drove one guy to suicide. Don't you forget that she was involved in that incident. And then the video that I'm about to show you, right, and the content of the lecture I'm about to show you was recorded in 2022 to 2023. So here we are. You want to see the video? We're not gonna watch all of it though. It's 4 minutes. I don't think me and Wes has the patience to sit and watch 4 minutes of this bitch.
I don't even think I can have the patience for 2 minutes.
We'll see how bad it is.
Or like debate me, like I'll pay you 10 grand.
Hey, oh my god, you can see the devil is proud. She made the devil proud this day. Look at this smile.
There is always resistance to challenging the status quo. There's always resistance and backlash. So I think that maybe I can illustrate this with an example. So I don't debate people. For years, these fucking assholes on the internet are like, debate me, like I'll pay you 10 grand if you debate me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like,
why you don't debate you? Because they're going to call you out of your bullshit? Wow, that's a first, Anita. You just admitted to not debating them and stuff because you're scared that they're gonna call you
no.
out.
And the reason I don't is because it is a lot harder. When you're perpetuating the status quo, you can use 2-3 words to get your point across. When you're challenging the status quo, you have to unpack the status quo and then provide a vision for the future and the alternative vision, right? So you are immediately in a losing position, right? Like you can't win that. There's no way.
And that's what you have been doing for the past few years is losing.
And so I think for me, all of the work that anybody does that's challenging the status quo to build more progressive, more social justice world is immediately confronted at every turn constantly with that type of resistance. It's a lot of like, how do you phrase things in a way that is accessible to the largest audience possible while retaining the core of what you're trying to say without dumbing down what you're trying to say, right? I loved what Bell Hooks was such a huge inspiration to me when I started, who talked about how she used pop culture in her classroom as a way to engage with students on issues of difference and transformative justice, and that she used accessible language, but she didn't ever reduce the
oh my god. It wasn't as bad as we thought, but I think she's boring the fuck out of both of us.
Yep.
She didn't ever like simplify what she was saying, right? It's not like she had to make her concepts and her theories less intellectual. She just figured out a new way to say it. And I think for me, in the bulk of my work in the past has been a lot of like, how do I phrase things in a way that I can get the most people to understand or to hear me or to get on board, right? I spent a lot of time thinking about, there's this concept called the spectrum of allies. It's kind of like a half circle. And
I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. I think that's enough. And from the and for the king himself, the king of the attitude era, as what he would say. God damn it! I keep forgetting to label the shit and stuff. I keep forgetting to label the shit. My bad.
You're nuts.
Oh shit! Thank you, Stone Cold. As he would say, boring. Yeah, Anita. You know, it would save you a lot of trouble to explain yourself in a debate than to go and do this pussy shit. Because honestly, your world would be a lot better if you was to debate people. Like seriously, your world will be a lot better. I don't know why you keep trying to avoid people or and try to think you pull the wool over people's stuff, and you see it has to be working and stuff. So you should start telling yourself, maybe I should probably debate these people and stuff and see what they say and stuff. Maybe get their point and stuff. Be like if you want to do like so they can give you pointers or some shit and stuff. How you can do whatever you got to do while not ruining for everybody else. Because your problem is that you like ruining shit for everybody. You ruin it for the whole world that wants to just get on the video game and play it. There's another way of going about that without having to ruin video games for your own sake of what you think should be allowed. So maybe if you have these debates, so maybe you could be like, well, maybe I am a bit selfish and stuff, so maybe I could do this another way where I don't ruin their shit and stuff. They can still have fun, and I can tell my stories that I want. Have you ever thought of that, Anita? No, your brain doesn't work. I'm gonna tell you this right now: beauty, just because a woman is beautiful, just because one woman is beautiful, doesn't mean that she ain't got no damn brains for it. She might look beautiful on the outside and stuff, but she ugly in the inside. Uh, so you got anything else to say about this? About our old friend here?
Man, I don't know if I can say anything that hasn't already been said.
Like, what do we else? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Like, just go back and
Okay, wow, they're bringing up dirt on him and stuff. Something he probably didn't even know. That's weird. But what you about to say?
I said, I don't know if I can say anything that hasn't already been said, but girl, just go back to whatever hole you were hiding in.
Please do. Like you are at this point in time, people. And you may, Anita, if you were hiding all this time, as you may have seen, people moved on without you and stuff, and so far these games have been fucking not bad and stuff, except for that mixtape shit. Whatever the fuck that game is and stuff, but I think the world is doing just fine without you. Go back to writing books or something. You do better in that. No, actually, don't write books. Don't write books. All right, so we get to talk about Avatar because James Cameron breaks silence on making sequels in half the time for 2/3 the cost. Yeah, Yeah, I wonder why, James Cameron. I wonder why. You spend all that damn money trying to impress the field, right? It said like, "Ooh, look at these graphics! Oh my god, this is so good! Look at that 4K! Oh, that land and that visual effects, man, so sexy." Wasting all that money on visual effects for 3 hours. And yet and stuff. Yeah, it made $1 billion. Like people probably gonna be like, because I know there's them Avatar fans and stuff, and trust me, they get very butthurt when you talk shit on this movie, right? They get very butthurt. So they're gonna be like, oh my god, it made $1 billion, but it made less than the first two movies. It made less than the first two movies, so there's no telling what the future holds. I don't even. I think after this movie stuff, they continue on this. It might not make $1 billion. Like nobody doesn't want to go see visual effects 3 hour in each movie. That's going to be possibly 3 hours each movie. It's just no way. Like, why bother with this shit? And then you barely, and then at that, even worse, you're barely making the money back. Like, look at this shit. Cost $350 million to shoot an additional $150 million to market Fire and Ash. $450 million spent on fucking bullshit. Where is that money going? And then even worse, here's the bad news, Wes. You thought that they were done with making these shitty ass movies? Nah, because it's now reported that the House of that Disney isn't giving up on Pandora. Conversations are going ongoing on about how to make the future Avatar movies cheaper and shorter. Great. More of this shit. Oh my god. That means my girlfriend's gonna annoy the hell out of me about it. Great. What a way to drive. That's a good way to drive me to suicide. So this is his idea by doing it. The idea is that by doing so, they would be a less risky investment. Everyone has been wondering how filmmaker James Cameron feels about it, and we finally have our answer. I'll be doing some writing. I've got a number of projects that I'm cooking. And Avatar 4 and 5 are still floating out there. We're going to look at some new technologies to try to do more efficiently because they're hideously expensive and takes a long time. I want to do them in half the time for 2/3 of the cost. That's my metric, and so it's going to take a year or so to figure out how to do that. So let me get this straight. You're gonna use AI. Yep, AI. That is probably the most. That's probably the most terrible idea that you could ever think of, James Cameron. First of all, why do you think AI is going to save your ass for this? Second of all, that AI is going to tell the most blandest story of all time, and that. Oh my god. He really thinks AI is going to come and save this movie.
Boy, with how anti-AI people are, no sir, you ain't gonna save your movie.
Now that's gonna get people to drive. That's a good way to end the franchise right there. Have AI ruin the franchise, and there's a lot of people out there that are anti-French AI movement out there and stuff. You might want to reconsider that, James Cameron, because I think a lot of them toxic fans and stuff that likes to defend that movie and stuff, they're not too happy. They wouldn't be too happy about that and stuff. So you might want to reconsider. But hey, I'm not gonna complain, Wes, because you want to know why? That means we don't have to see any more Avatar movies if this shit falls on this face.
Hallelujah.
Yep, it will be literally hallelujah. So I say go on and do it, please. Will be a whole different story and feature a time. Oh, please tell me Avatar 4 will be the start of AI. I just want AI to kill this shit. Please. Can't take up needing more of the blue people. All right, well, so we got the so you've been hearing about the Odyssey, right?
Yep.
And so how excited are you about the Odyssey?
Not really.
Shoot. Well, I mean, we did talk about the Helen of Troy turning black all of a sudden and stuff. So there's that and stuff. But what if I tell you they found a trans man to? They got a trans man to play Achilles. Ugh. Now, if we can get it, we now Christopher Nolan has been known for making great movies. He made Oppenheimer, and it went wild in the box office, and made other great movies and stuff that are the count and stuff. But for you to sit over here and do this terrible casting, part of it is because it's a possibility because of the Oscars. The Oscars had decided to change up a new rule and stuff, which I gotta find the Oscars' new rule, or was it the Academy Awards? The Academy Awards new rule. Let's see. Oh, here it is, right here. Yes, starting with the '96 Academy Awards, there is a mandatory diversity requirement for. Oh, this is 2024. What the fuck did I just go to? It clicked out of that shit. Okay. Okay, so this well, it's kind of old and stuff, but this was 2 years ago. There's a mandatory diversity requirement for films to be eligible for the best picture category and stuff. And films must meet two of four new representation and inclusion standards, covering on-screen and screen representation, creative leadership, industry access, or audience development and stuff. And that's part of the reason why he's going for it. So guess what? That means race swapping the characters, gender swapping the characters, as we've been seeing for the past few years, and even turning a very masculine man into a transgender man. Because Elliot Page is going to be playing Achilles. That is a terrible decision if I ever saw one. That is laughable. Laughable and stuff. And so with the backlash going for that too and stuff now and stuff, here comes the news media and these same guys that was over here pissed off about the Michael movie and stuff. Uh, they were pissed off about the about Michael Jackson stuff. Now they want to come out and defend the decision and stuff. They want to come out and try to erase history and stuff, erase history and shit and stuff. And then when the backlash comes for them and stuff, guess what? They want to put it on one. They want to say that we are Elon Musk's trolls, troll army. What the fuck does Elon Musk have to do with anything? Y'all just throwing shit out here and stuff and hoping that it sticks. My God, Hollywood. Why? Why did they do this to themselves? Oh my God. So yeah. It's now a big crime to go attack black people to criticize a black person playing a Greek character. And something even worse, the Views had something to say about that stuff. You want to watch this?
Oh God.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see.
Because she said something very stupid. This is probably the most stupidest thing I ever heard coming from the View, and still in this.
There have been some doozies.
Yep. Still in disbelief that Whoopi Goldberg what a fall from grace that she's put herself through. And the fact is, I liked a lot of her movies that she did. It's a fall from grace to see Whoopi Goldberg like this.
This idea was also explored in a book called Black Athena. I think people should read it, which argues that classical Greek culture is heavily indebted to Afro-Asiatic and Near Eastern roots. I actually taught Greek mythology to 8th graders. And so
R.I.P. to those 8th graders.
I covered this.
Fun fact.
So people that are saying that Helen of Troy could not possibly be played by a black woman don't know history.
But what does it matter?
This idea.
Oh. My. I hate it. I can't even speak right now, Wes. I'm at a loss for words and how far brain cells that I dropped. All I'm gonna just do is that I'm just gonna save myself the trouble and let Booker T say it best.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
All right, well, you know what? All right, not gonna even bother myself with this. So, you got anything else to say?
Not really, no.
All right, well, that's the end of that and stuff. Good. That means I can go ahead and do this today in Ace Combat history and stuff, and lay down until, let's see, put an alarm on here till 9:30 my time. So yeah. So yeah, this is Chopper signing out for now. Peace.
Peace.